Jackson looking to throw right away. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 23 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, it's Etienne. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's second and 13. They go play fake with Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
All right. Solo. Whoa.
Tua taken right to the air. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is the Dolphins' first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down, Miami.
20, TX.
Running back sent in motion. First down, here's Tua. Caught by Westbrook Akine. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's in the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Achane up the middle. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Tunga Bailoa. Short pass caught by his tight end. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Out.
Achane running right. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
18. Hey, 21 TX.
Tua setting up to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Now toss it to Etienne. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 34-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Etienne gets it on his own read. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tu'u. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. Room to the right. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
That one connects. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he's gonna be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Gronk, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal?
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal.
180. Middle. Sit hot. 180. Finish hot. 180.
They'll throw for it. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 2nd quarter lead. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. It's Chan on the inside give. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Now Tagovailoa to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Solo left Zion. Ready.
2 and now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A gain of 15 there. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Chan, a 1st down carry. He's got it in the red zone. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Devon Chan with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. He's going deep this time. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. Fielded at the 11. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa back to throw. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready, shot? Hey, 19.
They kick the running back in motion. Tagovailoa on first down. That's for Waddle again. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, come on. 21G, step. 20, TX.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Go ahead. 18. Step. Ready.
Here's Tua again. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down now, Jaguars going nickel.
Watch it. All right. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They send a man in motion. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 47-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through, and they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Jackson to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. Fights off the pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Logan Cook on to punt. All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by A-Chan. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. A-Chan again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 8 on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Get set.
A-Chan gets this on the draw. Didn't sell the draw enough, but he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down. Well, anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator is going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that draw before it could get started.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked handoff by Travis Hunter. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Fits it through the middle. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a third-quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Sanders all set to send it away. Has this at the 6. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He's got room to roam. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score is getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. On now is Cook to kick this away.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Pass caught by the rookie from Air Force. It's a race down the right side. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Playing with Achane here out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down carry for Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He brings it in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Miami.
All right, come on. Out.
Trying to run it in. Achane. He's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
All right. Scat. Winning team.
They go to him again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. Can't manage positive yardage there, and it leaves them with 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Finds his back. Achane. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Lamar off the play fake. Complete out to the right. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So 1st down from the 41. An option give here to Etienne. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident his screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds a man, right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. All set now. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's a toss headed right. Etienne trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line. Second down. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
They're on the stop. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars down by only 3. So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this third down. Looking to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that is not something this offense could afford, Brock. That's going to bring up fourth and long.
Staring down, that down and distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
This will end up as a touchback.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and 10. Etienne gets it, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Setting up to pass. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nickel look by the Jaguars here, 3rd down.
Ready, shot. Hey, hey, hey.
Now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing now. He's looking deep once again. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these 2 are on the same page.
H-Ham to the right. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on second down.
Go. Ready.
Tua setting up to throw. This one's caught. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins go up by 6.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Challenge has been laid down, partner, and it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
No, we changed it. Hey, Alpha, it's right. We changed it. That's right.
Now it's his turn in overtime. And he puts him air under this one, right side. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
First down, here's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Jackson. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
6 yards to go here, it's third down. Here he is to throw. Pass Cox, it's Hunter. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their third. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And again, it's Jackson. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 1-point game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Lamar on the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
UAX. Report. Shut up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard